Hey, yo, this is Meek J, and I'm rocking with Mikey T, the movie star, and we live on Report Card Radio.
Triple Beanz has recently passed away. Can you tell me about your relationship with Triple Beanz, man?
My relationship with Triple Beanz was a hip-hop working relationship. We didn't really hang out in the streets together like that, so it was more like a musical thing. You know what I mean? We had the passion. We both want the same thing, so we came together to, to work and make great things happen in hip hop. But, me, as far as his street life or what he was into, I wasn't a part of his everyday life like that. But I definitely was a major part of his hip hop life and bringing him to the forefront, helping to bring him to the forefront.
Can you tell me about how his passing has actually affected your camp? Right now, hip hop is really hostile, passing to King Von, Boosie and Benny the Butcher getting shot at. How has the death of Triple Beanz affected your camp?
I mean, everybody's shook up right now. Everybody's shook up, because when untimely death, which happened in that type of fashion, takes place, it's a scary thing. You could be in the streets, you could be a thug, you could be whatever you want to be in this world. But when something like that takes place, and as cruel as that was, it'll shake you up. It'll shake anybody up. No matter, you could be the hardest dude in the world. You could get caught out there just like that with your back turned. So, it'll make a difference how tough you are. So everybody's shooken up. And I think that everybody at this point is taking a step back to reevaluate themselves and understand how precious life is, how important life is, how important family is, and, just to be around and to love your loved ones, because life is short, man. So, I would say that everybody shook up, but at the same time, everybody is wisening up as well.
So could you tell me the last time you actually got the chance to talk to him?
The last time I spoke to Triple Beanz, it was probably like 3 to 4 months before this situation took place with him. 3 to 4 months. Yep.
Yeah, when something happens like this, it's just so shocking. How did from what you did with Triple Beanz, how did he go on to, can you tell me about him pairing up and how he worked with Gunplay?
Triple Beanz was a bright personality. He had a big personality. So, he's the type of guy, if he's in a room, he demands the space in the room. Like, you're going to recognize Triple Beanz. He's going to make sure that you know that he exists. And with him being so powerful, have a powerful voice and a great MC, he's like a Biggie Smalls to me. Like, he playful and he gets along with anybody. He's a free-spirited person. So him and Gunplay gelled right away. All the guys gelled right away. It was just like everybody knew each other for years. You know what I'm saying? So it was like harmony in there. It was like a Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg session. Like, my sessions in the studio is never a studio session. It's a jam session. We have a great time. It's a party, and we just in there as a family making great music.
How was Triple Beanz actually able to get the acknowledgement of Fetty Wap?
He was able to get the acknowledgement of Fetty Wap just being a real dude from the streets and all the dope records that he made being a part of HVF. So Triple Beanz was already climbing. HVF was already a household name in New Jersey. So the work that he put in his resume, his catalog, already made him a household name. And that attracted Fetty Wap. That's part of the reason that Fetty Wap was attracted to working with Triple Beanz, besides them meeting on the street terms that they met. So I guess the street terms that they met, and then with him being such a great artist, it just was a perfect match for them to do great things together. So they had the relationship to work and all that stuff before the actual Traffik album came out, but that was stopped short because Triple Beanz went away and did 4 years. But when he came home from the 4 years, he got with me, and then the Traffik album catapulted him back in the forefront, and that brought back that Fetty Wap and Triple Beanz essence. Let's get together, let's do something great.
So another situation I want to talk to you about is OBH, AR-Rab, and Dark Low. Free my brother AR-Rab. Dark Low's actually home. Can you tell me about how you actually linked with Dark Low?
I'm linked with OBH, period, through Mungie. That's AR Ab's first cousin, Jumanji. You know what I mean? Jungle Gang. You know what I'm saying? That's the family. So me and him have a great relationship. He brought me into the family. So I met those guys out on Ogons in their studio in Ogons. It was like right next to the gas station. They had the studio right next door. Mungie brought me through, like, yo, this is my brother. He dope with the beats and all that. I came in the studio, all the guys, all the men was in there. You know, it's real gangster in there, you know what I'm saying? Like, but they were some great dudes, you know what I mean? You know how the studio is. You walk in, you walk to the front door, and you know, a bunch of guys right there in the back office with AR ad back there. So I got in, Mungie brought me in, he introduced me to the men. I sat around. He said, look, AR ad, we want to talk to you. Give him like 20 minutes. So I waited around, we kicked it. Then AR ad and Mungie, they called me in the office. I explained to AR ad what I was trying to do. I had some dope records for him. And, you know, he was in his office. He got off the couch. He said, what you got? He got dressed. He went in the studio, and we started making dope records. You know what I'm saying? So I kind of been blessed. Just, you know, me as a person, and the way I carry myself has opened great doors for me. You know what I mean? Around great people. You know what I'm saying?
That's what's up. Can you take me into that night a little bit? What did you learn from guys like AR and Dark Low that night?
I learned business. Like I learned when I went into the studio with AR, he was having meetings with investors and all types of stuff when I was in there working with him. And I learned the business savvy. I've seen how much of a businessman and how, you know, much of a gentleman he was. You know, he got this reputation for being this gangster day persona, but I didn't see that in the studio. I saw a businessman. I saw a man who was sitting down doing legitimate business and making deals happen and providing for his people and giving opportunities out because he gave me one. You know what I mean? He gave me the opportunity to work with him. You know what I'm saying? And it didn't cost me anything. He didn't say, look, it's going to cost you, for me to get on this record, it's going to cost you $1,500, $500. He didn't say, he just gave me the love. So, you know, it was a great experience. And then Dark Low was right there, and Dark Low stamped me. Like when your Air Ab was doing it, Dark Low put the stamp, you know, I like his spirit. So Dark Low really liked my spirit as well, that y'all like this kid's spirit, let's rock with him. So them guys, them some great guys. And I love and respect those guys because the image that that's painted out there about them, you know, that's a part of them, but they were so much more than that when I was in the studio with them. They were great brothers, and I watched them handle legitimate business and take care of the circle around them. So I understand why everybody surrounds those guys like that, because the love is there. Like I felt the warmth and the welcome, open arms when I was in the studio with OBH.
And you actually had Dark Low on the Traffik album along with Baby Hami, Gunplay, Swelly. Yeah. How did you actually get Dark Low on the Traffik album?
Well, like I said, the first time I went in the studio with them, it was like, it was all love. It was greatness. And then we came up with a dope-ass record called Calculations. So they knew what I can do. And then they liked who I was as a person. So it was nothing for me to call Mungie, like, yo, Mungie, I got this project. How about you and Dark Low jump on this? Because AR was locked up. I was just returning the favor. They brought me in, showed me love, gave me a record. I got a project. They working, come on, jump on this project. So it was me actually returning the favor. And they came down and we made history.